Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Bounce to the Core. My name is Gretchen. I am founder of Bounce to the Core, and welcome to my Jingle Bell Mat, which is basically I'm hopping on live more often during this 6 weeks between Thanksgiving and New Year's for those that are in the States and celebrate Thanksgiving. Otherwise, it's a 6 week just live Pilates workouts, 30 minutes long, and just to help you sort of stay consistent during this holiday season. And if you're watching the replays, you can do these workouts whenever you want. I mean, they're basically just 30 minutes of whatever we want to work on that day. Today, we are going to work with the flex band, Theraband, resistance band, whatever you call it. It's such a great tool because it's so easy to pack. And it really helps you connect to your muscles. So that's what we want to do today. We want to connect to our muscles so that by the end, when you have woken up all of these different muscles that we normally can't really feel, you're going to feel a lot stronger. You're going to feel a lot more energized and vibrant by the end. So let's get started. I'm going to scoot back, grab your flex band. I'm going to have a seat here. So we're going to start seated. Sit any way you would like that helps you stay connected with your sort of sit bones in the ground. And you can also sit on a chair, whatever you'd like. Okay, so as we're sitting here, I want you to actually feel your sit bones anchor into the ground. And you want to feel the edges of your feet also kind of anchor a bit into the ground. And that's going to help you sort of really stay stable here throughout the hips. And then just draw your belly in and lift tall. Okay. And we're going to grab our band. Let's take it behind our back. And all right. And then we're just going to sort of hold the band, choke up on it a bit. Take your your elbows right into your sides, and let's just kind of open. And you're just going to like reach out and pull it in. As you reach it out, I want you to try to find the connection of your arms on your back. All right. So I don't want you to just kind of push through with your hands. I want you to really find the sensation of what does it feel to initiate the movement right where your arm connects to your back. Okay. So like that shoulder area. So take it slow, take it mindfully, really connect intentionally. It's a word we use a lot in Pilates, to the movement. It's so easy to just go in and out, right? It's like, okay, what are you doing, Gretch? Thanks. No, when you really can connect, a few more here. It's like, oh, yeah. And that's where your power is. Okay. It's at these like points where the connections happen. So arms on back is one. That's super important. And then we're going to do our legs after this. A couple more. All right. Now, one more, and you're going to hold it out. And I want you to feel how when you find that connection of arms on back, you also have to use your belly. So you have to like counterbalance the 2 points. And so now when you circle the arms, can you find the arm back belly connection? And you'll know if you're flopping around, you probably don't have it because you should be able to stay still in the torso. Your knees shouldn't be flailing up, so you should feel anchored. Now we'll circle the other way. And does this feel like work? Is it natural for you? You know, just sort of making those observations. Again, it's just information. Okay, let it go. All right, so now let's take the band in front and sort of wider than your shoulders and just kind of pull out a little bit. And as you kind of pull the band apart, can you feel your back muscles? And then keep it and you just reach up and we take it down. Keep nice long wrists. As you reach up, can you find that arm back connection with the belly? Feel the anchor of the feet down so your hips are anchored. And notice how the arms on the back can also help you grow taller, right? It's all connected. A couple more. And breathe. I don't care which way. Inhale, exhale on the way up. I don't care. Oh, one more. Good. And then bring it here. We're going to take it right into like a thumb and forefinger, elbows into your sides. And then I just want you to pull the band apart you're not like opening the gate so much where you're overusing muscles. I want you to try to pull apart with your arm back connection while keeping your elbows into your waist. And what I'm trying to get at are those muscles sort of right underneath the armpit, along the side of your ribs. You feel that? That is a super important connection. And those muscles wrap inward. So it's like that corset. So those muscles wrap into your abs. So don't pull and use superficial muscles. Let's get deep. And you don't have to pull much to feel that. And you can feel like you want to switch your legs. Go ahead. I forgot to switch earlier. So if you do this again, just balance yourself earlier. Yeah? Okay. Hello, arm back connection. Okay, now let's feel how the hip and legs are connected to your body. So let's take ourselves down, okay? And we're going to take the band into the right foot and wrap it around the kind of the ball of your foot, and then anchor your elbows down on your mat. Now, as you kind of push your elbows into the mat, push them like overly so, and notice how your chest expands, right? And pushes up. So I want you to push your elbows and upper arms into the mat, but then keep your ribs down and your chest wide. So you feel how that can work some crazy posture. All right, so now we're going to push out and in. Out and in. Your other leg is anchored down. And when you push out, can you press from where your booty meets your hamstring? So like this area right here, try to initiate the movement from those muscles. Okay, you got to use your brain here. And notice how the rest of your leg will follow. But if you don't initiate with your glute, your thudi, look what happens. How does that feel? You know, you can easily push in and out forever, right? Working intentionally, push with the glutes, the hamstrings, the hips, and your other leg is anchored, foot pressing into the mat. Make sure your pelvis stays anchored. One more. Yeah? Okay, other side. So we're just waking up those muscles. This foot anchors down. Right now, can you feel it since we woke up the muscles? If you sort of pull your seat to your heel to seat, do you feel that? Okay, now push out and in. I'm taking some extra love here, extra time to wake up the muscles so that we can really feel the difference in when we put everything together in our workout, what it feels like with woken up muscles. All right, so now really initiate with the glutes, hamstrings, hips, thudi muscles. Okay, yeah. And when you use the thudi, you gotta use your abs. It's all connected, right? I usually have to take this side a little bit slower because it does not want to wake up. And if your thudi is really on, you'll never lock your knee. You can get that full extension. Do you feel that? Versus if you just push out, it's easy to feel it all in the knee joint. But when you really connect, woo, you get everything involved. Okay, let's try. We're gonna do both together. So now we're sort of in this open chain, but we have a little support from the band. All right, get into a little froggy position, but make sure your butt's not lifted. We want to anchor the back of the pelvis. All right, so when we push out and you find those muscles we were just using. All right, you need a little more belly power, okay? Bend in. As you press out, feel when you reach out, you need the belly, so engage that, but then find those thudi muscles. Seal those inner thighs together as you push out, thudi, and then squeeze out inward. So those outer hips help pull inward. Heels stay connected. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Sure your upper body keeps that posture, arms down, chest open, ribs anchored. We'll do 1 more. Oh yeah, you like it? Good. All right, so now let's take our legs down. They stay in that strap, but now we're we have them down, we can feel resistance against the strap, against this band. So I'm anchoring my heels down, sealing those thighs together like I did in that bend and stretch. But now feel as if you're reaching through the arches to get more stretch into the band. Really push power through that band. Anchor the pelvis and draw the belly in. All right, we're going to start to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift, and then you can let those arms straighten. We're going to continue to lift. You can kind of choke up on that band a little bit to help lift your body up and over. And then pull your belly back. Anchor the heels, squeeze the hips, and lower your body down. I might just choke up a little bit on that band. All right, curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. Anchor the heels, anchor the hips, and lift your body over the hips. So notice when you lift over, you have to pull the thudi inward. Activate the hips. Yeah? If I let go of my hips, everything lets go. And lift. And over. And stretch. And down. One more. Feel how that band can help support. And now as we're here, I want you to let go and hold now the band in your hand. As you roll back, pull that band slightly apart, find the arm back connection that we worked. Keep pulling that band slightly apart and reach back behind you. Find that arm back connection, pull your belly in, wrap your hips inward, anchor those heels. Is everything working? Once you feel like it is, lift the arms, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. On that sticky part, just pull that band a little bit more so you get more back power. Dive your body up and over. Use your booty muscles. Yeah, pull, wrap back. 2 more times. One more time. Feel how the whole body works together uniformly. Everything works equally. Go over. Now we're going to roll up through the spine as you wrap the right foot in that band yet again. Oh yeah, we go back. Lift the leg up. Okay. Choke down like we did before, and we're going to do some really wide leg circles. So anchoring, flex the bottom foot and feel that hip anchor down. Cross over. Down to the foot, reach out to the side, come back to center. Now go around, and as you're going around, concentrate on working all angles of the hip. So as we go around, press down with those muscles we warmed up and bring it back to center as we stretch those muscles we worked. Go over, press down from here, right where the hamstring meets the booty, around and back up. 2 more. All right, now we go the other way. Out, now press down with those, hip muscles. And so quite often people concentrate on the foot, right? We want to really get the power from those strong muscles we have that we don't really work enough, especially since we're sitting all day on them. All right, so we come back up. Now I want you to stretch that leg long, really reach it from your belly, anchor it down. Now this leg's going to anchor, push the heel and hip down, and then just lift this leg. It's going to feel a lot harder to lift this leg. Now give me 3 circles each way. We cross down, around, and back up. Cross down, around, back up. And now we circle the other way. Now this leg's not warmed up yet, right? How does it feel to circle without it being warmed up? Yeah, bring it down, wrap it in. You can lift your head if you want, that other band, and now lift up. All right, so now this leg anchors, the one that's been warmed up. I just gotta get it wrapped here. How does it feel to anchor that one now that it's all warmed up? Does it feel different? All right, stretch this leg up. Now we cross over, get a good stretch. Push down from the glute and hamstring, out to the side and back to center. Try not to let your hips and pelvis shimmy. We want to just work in that hip socket. So everything else has to stay anchored. Yeah. Oh yeah, other side. Let's do it. I'm feeling this leg working. This left leg, man, always feels like more work. Is your bottom leg anchored? That's super important. You can feel like, especially when this leg starts to lift up, how much you have to anchor that bottom leg. All right, done 5 of each side. Stretch that leg down. Good. Float the other one up. 3 circles each way. Whew. You can feel the strength in this now, not just the stretch part. 3 one way, 3 the other way. Everything stays anchored, especially the leg and the band. Yeah. Bring it down. Wrap it in. All right, let's curl ourselves up into our roll up. Dive it over. Hello, hips. Good. And roll it up through the spine. I love it. All right, let's do a little rolling like a ball. I am actually not going to have you use the band because I want you to see if now you can find those connections we have been waking up. So we're going to lift our feet off the mat. Take your elbows wide. It will help you find the arm back connection. Yeah. And then click your heels together. Okay. And I want you to take your hands on your shins and push your hands into your shins into your hands. And as you squeeze the heels, can you feel these muscles? You have to actively create that connection. Elbows wide, belly in. All right, before you move, I want you to feel all of that. Don't let any part of your body not work, okay? And then we roll back and we come up and we stay in that shape. As you roll back, you're keeping that hip connection. And because of that, your legs don't change shape, your spine doesn't change shape. Back and forth, 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Woo. Exhale. Love it. All right, come here. We're going to go back. Just going to hold the band. I just kind of fold it in half. We're going to roll back till your head, neck, and shoulders. Good. Are off the mat. And now pull your band apart and just bring one leg in, one leg out. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay right here. Now the arms are going to reach behind you. The legs reach away. And pull it back in. And reach and pull. Do you feel all those connections helping to support you? Reach and pull and bring it back down. All right, so now we're going to wrap the feet. All right, we're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and now double leg stretch with the legs supported. We reach. Keep your upper abs pulling back. We bend it in and push and pull. Keep your chest where it is and feel how supporting your abs are with everything else in the hips. Yeah. And we don't push up and lift our upper body. You feel those abs pulling back to oppose that stretch. Yeah. One more time. Oppose that stretch. Pull it in. Take a break. Hands behind the head for a little crisscross. We're just going to lift up, bring one leg in, one leg out. Arms attached to your back. So push your head into your hands into your head. Feel the support of your upper back here. Yeah. Feel that hip power and ab power. For 4 and switch. For 3 and 2 and 1. Oh yeah. Forward. I'm going to do spine stretch forward with the band, okay, in our hands. So take those legs on the outer edges of your mat. You're going to take your band to find your arm back connection. So heels down, hips down, knees and toes straight up to the ceiling. Okay, so as you anchor the hips and heels, you're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling, pull that band slightly apart, and feel how the arm back connection can help you lift taller, right? So you have long legs, tall spine, anchor the hips. As you pull that band slightly apart, can you feel more arm back connection? Lower those arms and lift the arms. Reach, squeeze the hips, feel your hips pull inward, right? When you get more hip power, you're going to grow. The arms help grow you too with that back connection. Again, lift. Now let everything go. Feel the difference. Now push your hips in. You get a little length. Lift the arms. You get more length. How cool is that, right? 2 more times. It all works together as one unit. So you are one big body unit. Nothing works more than the other. Yes, right? Okay, so now we lift, hold right there, and then just take the arms chest level, maybe a little bit lower, and dive over those legs and roll it up through the spine. Lift the arms. Good. And we dive over those thighs. We roll it up. Lift the arms and dive and up and lift. One more time and dive, up, lift, and lower. I love it, love it. Take those legs wider. Bring those arms out to the sides. Little saws. Let's not overthink it. I just want you to feel how you can now move the body, maybe a little bit more efficiently than normal because all of those muscles are woken up. Hello, rise and shine muscles. One more each side. I love it. Love it, love it. One more. Okay, now my favorite. Open leg rocker. This is a love-hate relationship for many people, but I want you to see how those arms and how those hips really are the forte, the strength of this exercise. So, okay, so you're gonna grab your ankles or your shins, and then your legs don't have to be straight, but your arms do. So your arms are straight. So you can be bent leg, but arms are straight, or you can be straight legs, straight arms. Okay, keep nice straight wrists. And now I want you to push your legs into the hands, hands into the legs. So do you feel all the power there? Sorry, I got hair in my mouth. So the power there is like so important in this exercise. And right where your arms attached to your back, that's important too. So feel all that, pull your belly in. We're gonna keep this shape as we roll back. Now feel that hip power help you up, the arm back connection to help you up, right? Inhale, exhale, push into the hips and back. Of course, your belly's gonna work. It always works. Never not works. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you lose the connection of your hands on your legs, you've lost. So if I see this a lot, I'm like losing that, you've lost all that connection. You want to close that chain, make that energy work together. Good job. Okay. Let's take it to our stomach. Okay. Pants, having a little troubles with them today. Let's take it down. Okay, so a little distance between your legs, but they're parallel legs. So turn those inner thighs inward a little bit. Pull your belly in and pubic bone down, feet down. Start to lift the chest. And as you lift the chest, reach the chest forward and reach the tailbone behind you in opposition. Yeah, feet down. So let's do about 3 to 5 of these. I'm not going to over talk on these. I want you to really just move. We've warmed up the muscles, so maybe you feel like, oh, wow, I can naturally not go into my low back. It's working, or maybe it's not, and that's fine too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Bend those knees, little windshield wiper here. We're going to come up to our elbows. Press through those forearms, reach through the chest, reach through the tail, and let's kick one leg. 1, 2. Little hamstring curl, right? Curl with the hamstring. Curl with the hamstring. Like that connection we've working this whole time. Right there. Pull. Pull. Oh, yeah. Sometimes if you pull too much, your feet will cramp. Ease into this. We don't want to ever work muscle groups more than other muscle groups, right? So if you feel like you cramped, ease out of it, come back into it. You don't want to work through a cramp. One more each side. Oh, yeah. Take it down. Okay, so now the band is going to go behind us. All right, so we're going to hold that band so we can find some arm back power. Reach through the tail, inner thighs up, kick. So from your hamstring, maybe your knees stay off the mat. We kick the legs. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, land the legs. You're like a dart. You're very engaged. Now pull the band slightly apart as you lift your arms. Now your arms are straight up to the ceiling. Yes, push through those knuckles. Keep lifting the arms, and do they help your back come up? Maybe. And lower down. I'm not going to do the neck turn right now because I don't want to confuse you. Kick the legs. 1, 2, 3. Drop the feet. Find your dart. Lift the arms, and then feel how those arms can help pull your back up and down. Trying to get an even arch as you come up. So don't let just the low back arch, right? We got to get into that mid upper back. Reach to the tail. Reach to the tail as you lift up higher. 1, 2, 3. Anchor the feet. Lift those arms. Pull the arms apart slightly to feel more arm back connection. And lower one more time. So feel that whole spine strengthening to help lift you. It's all working together. One part of your spine does not work harder than another part. All right, let's take it back, my friends. I love it. Spin it around. So now we're going to do a little neck pull with the band. All right, I got a few minutes, so got a few more exercises to do, and then we'll call it a day. So grab the band around your legs. You have a little distance between your ankles. Cross the band, okay? So if I let go, if I cross the band, my feet turn in. I can like pull the band, right? So you got to use the band to keep your feet parallel. So let it go for a second. When you bring your feet parallel, can it come from the hips? Try that. Open into parallel from your outer hips. You got to squeeze the seat. Let go. Try it again. Pull open from the hips. Yeah? One more time. Let go. Pull open from the hips. Now we're going to add a little arm power. So now pull your elbows wide. You got to give me more hip power to do that. Yeah? Otherwise, your feet are going in. Your legs are turning in. Keep it parallel. Squeeze the seat. Lift tall, elbows wide. All right, let's just choke up a bit and pull those elbows wide. Pull. Pull. You got to activate those hips, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stretch those arms wide. Don't let the hips turn in. Pull them out, 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 out. Good, and release. Awesome job. All right, choke up on that band. Lift tall. Let that band help you lift taller. Pull back. Anchor those feet and heels. Curl yourself over. Elbows go back, and then roll it up through the spine. Curl it back. Dive it over. Really anchor those hips and lift. One more time. Pull back. Dive over. And come on up. All right, let's do a little bridge work. You're going to fold your band in half. Okay, wrap it around your hips and then pull the edges into that loop you created when you folded it in half. So I'm just going to thread it through. Yeah. So now I got to use some hip power. So little distance between your legs as you lift your hips up. So we've got the band there to give us a little outer hip action. All right, tap the hips down, lift them back up. Tap down. I'm going to make this a little harder. Okay. So as you come up, you got to pull apart with that band a little bit. Tap, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up there on 1. And then all you're going to do is you're going to reach one leg, bend it down, reach, pull apart that band a little bit, reach. I'm going to choke up on that band even more. Reach. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I love it. Roll it down. All right, take that band apart. Turn to your side. I want to see how those hips are working. Quick side kick. Line up with the back of your mat, legs in a pike. All right, we've done these before. Make sure your heels are lined up. Pull the bottom hip down as you lift the top. We kick, 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 kick. Ooh, my hips are warmed up. 3, and then up and down for 3. And lift and lower. This is just to do a little test. You can take your hand behind your head if you want. See how your hips are working. Lift up, press it back, 3 circles each way. Can you find length in your spine? Now circle the other way. Isn't that awesome? Good. We come on up. Let's go the other way. Other side, my friends. All right, line up with the back of your mat. Elbow to hips, and then pike it. Pull the bottom hip down as you lift the top. Make sure your hips are even, heels are even, and we kick, 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 kick. Bottom leg anchored. Hip, 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 hip. Kick, 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 kick. Now up and down. Line it up. And then lift, press it back. Stretch that spine long. This is a little booty work here. And circle it. And then we come up. Whee! I love it. All right. We're going to do some teaser work with the band. So go ahead, take the band around the balls of your feet. We bring it on down like we did in the beginning of class. So all we're going to do is we're going to lift up into a little teaser. Yeah. Choke up on that band, bring it back down. Curl, lift up. Do you feel how those hips help you? Hold right here. And then just pull the belly away, tap your shoulders, bring it back up. Your legs stay where they are. Curl to the tips and come up. This is always a great modification if you ever do teaser in class. Good. Now reach long through those legs. Lift up. 3, 2, 1. Bring everything down. We're going to let go of this band carefully, and we're going to do 3 full teasers up. You ready? Reach the arms. Lift, arms up, bring it down. How do you feel? Up. And one more time. Up. And bring everything down. Whew, good job. Actually, stay down there. How does your roll up feel? Good. And roll it up. Okay, so we just got to get a little side bend in. So we're going to do it with our hips in a side, kneeling with the hips up. Okay, so get on your knees, hips over knees, hands behind head. Can you get all those connections we've worked? So if you push your knees down and feel like you're pulling them towards each other, activate the hips. Yes, intentional movement. Press the head in the hands in the head. Do you feel your back? All right, so this is an intentional setup. You always want to start your exercise sizes intentionally, okay? So now, keeping that hip connection, especially on the side you're going over to, you're going to go over. Maintain that hip connection as you drop your arm, find that arm back connection. Stretch your leg out. Kick that leg forward and back. Yeah. And then 3 little circles one way, 3 circles the other way. Drop that foot down, take your head down. You can even turn your hand a bit and just give a nice little side bend as you lift your hips up and then bring it back up. Okay, did you find your connection here, or did you just come up and hang out? Hands in head in hands, find your hips, pull the knees towards one another. Now really activate the hips as you take it over like a kickstand. You're already active. Press that leg out, forward and out, back. Try not to let the leg drop. You're really connected on this under hip. 3 circles. 3 circles the other way. Drop that leg. Turn your hand out if you need to. Lift the hips as you look down. Stretch it. And come back up. Hit it. Yeah, you there? Awesome. Lower it down. Okay, I'm just going to tuck my toes under. Come on back. All right, click your heels together. We're just going to stand up. All right, so push your heels down and roll yourself up, arms by the ears. Awesome. All right, let's do a couple of roll downs, and I just want you to see how you feel. Is your whole body helping you do your roll downs? I did a few minutes after. That's all right. Make sure your hips don't sink back. You dive over your thighs, just like we do in the roll up. Connect it up. It's the same movement on the mat. Dive over and up. I'll do one more. See, your booty doesn't sit back. We don't press back, right? We keep our booty where it is and dive our body over, keeping our booty where it is. Best way to do this is against a wall. Put your booty against a wall. Maybe I'll do a wall Pilates for us one of these sessions. Good. And circle around. Maybe I'll do that. That'll be good, right? Doing a wall session. In the chat, just put wall in the chat if you want to see a wall Pilates class. All right, check it out. How do you feel? So in the beginning of class, right, I had you with the band. So let's just take a moment here. Get into a little Pilates stance or just a regular stance. I don't like calling it Pilates, but makes sense to people, right? All right, connect your hips. Push out. Do you notice maybe you don't even have to think about it now? You're not pushing with your hands, right? You're so connected. You're using your whole body, especially that arm back connection. Yeah, now circle. How does that feel? You don't have, do you remember in the beginning how you had to really think about that connection? Like now you probably can go faster and it automatically works. Yeah. Take that band in front of you. Lift up. Pull the band apart. Nice strong wrists. Yeah. How about that? Pretty cool, right? I love this work. Yeah. You can even do a couple reach it back. Just kind of flush it out. Good. Bring it back in. Now we pull apart. Oh my goodness. Elbows stay into the sides. Just kind of pull. Yeah. The mid back should be just working. Whew. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Good job. I hope you feel wonderful. This is great work. This is why we come to the mat. I don't like to think of these mat exercises as a workout per se, as more of a practice, just like you would practice any sport or any music, any instrument. You come in there and you work on the basics, you work on the scales, you work on those basic foundational skills to then enhance everything else that you do. And that's what I find with Pilates. It's so amazing because it helps enhance all of the other movement you do in your day, whether that's everyday movement or other workouts, strength training, cardio. It's going to enhance everything, and you're going to get more flexible, and you're going to get a deeper kind of strength. So hopefully you felt that today. Thank you so much for being here. If you ever want to join my core club, the links are below. That's my online membership, and we're awesome. We have live workouts together all the time. If you ever want me to check your form or whatever, we do it on Zoom so I can see you. So it's great. Thanks so much for being here. I will see you next time. Take care. I can't see.